Oil in Nigeria is being stolen by people in government. Nobody can steal oil. It's not a sweet. You can't go into grocery shop and steal something and put it in your pocket and go away on your back. You can't steal oil like that. For you to steal oil, a ship has to come into your territorial waters, load the oil. And no ship can go into a nation's territorial waters without the approval of its navy. And you load it. For you to leave, you have to have approval. And everybody knows where every ship is on the surface of the earth. It's something that's recorded. So, if somebody is able to take away oil, there's a high-level connivance between external and internal people who have organized for the oil to leave. And you can even trace the oil to where it is offloaded. So it's not an easy thing to steal. It can only be done officially.
So, Baba, you hear of Peter Obi interview yesterday now, when he say government, they plan to arrest him because he say na government, they steal oil for Nigeria. Baba, the man dey right. I'll show you some things now. I dey on board a unanimous vessel. I no go like to mention name. This ship wey dey see so na VLCC. As you can see, I'm a very large cargo carrier. Look am. You see the size of the ship. You dey see the size. This ship wey dey see fit carry 1 million barrels minimum. At least give and take minimum 1 million barrels of crude oil. Now there is something called the AIS. We have all these things. Now they take track vessel. All these things. Every navy of every country in the world get these things. All these things. The moment a vessel enter your territorial water, this thing goes see am. The moment any vessel, even from like 1,000 miles from your port, they go don see am, say they come. All these things, they take and they track vessel. You see all those green things here. Now vessels, the way they come the place where I did, they still dey far, but this thing don't catch them. Say then they come. Now all these things are things where they track vessel. This particular one now, this one is called GPS, Global Positioning System. Then the other one I first show now, this one are the AIS, Automatic Identification System. Now you see all these things, there is another one where they call Long Range Identification Tracker, LRIT. Now there is no way ship of this magnitude, ship of this size, go enter Nigeria, load crude oil, sail out without being noticed. And they tell us that nobody know when he come, nobody know when he go. You understand me? Already, the moment any ship just they approach your territorial water, the navy from the control room go don see am. You understand? But to say navy no know when ship come go, nobody know when ship come go, custom no know when ship come go. Abba. But then tell those things to the dust now. How can you be talking to people as if say we dey daft, as if say we be fool? So when Peter Obi say our government they steal oil, nobody. The man dey very right. So this small thing I just show you now. This thing I just show you. Look at the size of this ship. Look at the size of this ship. How can something like this enter our territorial water and nobody notice am with all these gadgets? This one na ship o. Na ship on be this. The ones wey go there for navy control room go pass this ones. You dey see am.